Morning everyone, my name's Nicholas from Part Time Thrifter and this is a day in a life video. So really I'm just going to take you through the whole process of a normal day, okay, a day that I'm actually not working as a teacher obviously, a day in this summer because I've got about 35 more days left like this and it's pretty much what I do every single day, so let's go on it. So obviously schools are closed and the first thing I've actually been doing every morning is actually waking up and going for a run. It is absolutely drenched at this moment in time, so I will have to do the run at some other stage, but I'm definitely doing a minimum of 3 kilometers every day. It is painful, I'm not enjoying it, but it's got to be done. So what I've done instead, okay, so this is actually 9:30 now, 9:22. It's actually quite late. Usually I get up at 7, I got up at 8 this morning. So nothing crazy today. This morning I'm just going to spend a bit of time. I went to um, what did I go? I think 3 days ago I went for a retail arbitrage trip and I've simply got to get the stickers out, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. Really assisting this morning. I fired away a few questions from my accountant, okay, so I'll just have a look what questions I actually sent over. So yesterday, as basically I was sat around thinking what can I do for different things. So, and I've had a few different questions really. So the questions that I had was um, basically, obviously I've moved from a sole trader to a limited company, and I actually asked how would I mark this transaction, and how would the money, if I wanted to invest the money into a limited company, what would that look like? I asked if I could actually get a PC for the business, and then I was just asking about clarification in regards to actually claiming travelling expense. So that's the three questions that I've actually set in, and I should get actually an answer hopefully in the next few minutes. Okay, so this is 9:24 now. I posted it this, I think, at 10 o'clock last night. Okay, obviously because it's a chat kind of version, so I'm not expecting anyone to be working at 10 o'clock at night, but hopefully when they pick it up this morning, they can actually give us an answer. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing first thing this morning. So say, for example, we've picked this up here. All I've got to do is literally a bit of hot air on it. TK Maxx ones are not bad at all. I had a struggle the other week with some B&M stickers. Dear me, that was horrendous. But yeah, the only problem with the TK Maxx stickers is obviously is the circles at the bottom, but you can actually see how it's actually coming off quite easy. So I have got about 20-30 items that I need to actually do that with. So that's my morning. So there's no point actually me showing you this. I'm just going to skip it, and hopefully the next stage is actually something a bit more interesting about my day. I think we have got to do an RA trip today, so you should be able to actually see a bit of my RA trip and a bit of my run today really. So let's get on. So it is nearly 2 o'clock here for us. I have actually been for my retail arbitrage trips, which has been quite good. I've not been for a run yet, I need to do that. I am going for a meal lap today at 4:30, so I need to make sure that I do my run afterwards too, which will make it hard also for us. May as well change the subscribers while we're at it. Okay, it is a day in the life, so really stuff that we'll actually be doing. So we are currently at 1,662, so 12 subscribers, which is brilliant. 62, got 9 there, 2, that'll do as a 6. I don't think I should have a difference on my Instagram following. I wish I was more active. I wish I was more active on Instagram. Unfortunately, I am not. Hence, that's why I've got 1,766. So again, 2 subscribers, which again, happy to have people actually following the content. I'm just not as active. I mean, I'm not that active even on YouTube. Never mind on Instagram. So we are at 766. So I'm just going to stick that there. Oh, it looks a bit off because that's a 9, that's right. But I'm running out of 6s. It looks off. I may as well put, I'll tell you what, I'll put 6, 7. So again, it was quite a decent RA trip really for us. We've actually got 2 things to post. So I'll make sure that I'll show you what I've actually got to post. So first of all is this. So that is $7.99. It's been a while since I've actually posted something and showed you how I actually pack it. So let's see if we can make some space really for us. There we go. Get this there. I have ordered actually the new computer, as I said this morning. I was going to actually do. I've actually got a reply from the Awesome team, so I'll just check really the reply that I actually got, because there might be questions that you actually had too. He actually responded at 9:44. Remember, we actually contacted him yesterday. So I've got, for sole trader period, this will be accounted for separately, and your sales and expenses until that time will be reflected as your self-assessment. So obviously, I have moved to a limited company now, and it is July even, sorry. So that means those from April to July, I still need to do a self-assessment. Question 2, yes, you can buy a PC, please just make sure that's invoiced directly to your company. So I made sure I've done that. It says you cannot claim expenses for any petrol, insurance, repairs on such things for your incur for your personal car. Here's my personal car. You can, however, claim mileage allowance. For this, you'll need to prepare a mileage log, date, place, and number of miles. And at the end of the year, you'll request the number of miles driven by you, and you can claim 45p per mile for up to 10,000 miles and 25p afterwards. So that's really good actually for us. And I've just basically, again, I'm going to be asking what's different ways of actually being tax efficient as possible. So also, I'm going to be doing next Thursday, I'm going to be doing actually a live with an accountant from Awesome. So if anyone's got any questions before that, you can either message me on Instagram or put a comment on YouTube, and I'll make sure we actually address that question. Or you can actually just join the live session and see if you can actually get your answered there beforehand. On the day even, sorry. So right, let's get a box. Right, I've got it here. Right, so obviously I've changed the garage. The reason as to why I've changed the garage is because I would very much like for you to be seeing the whole process of everything. So obviously this is, the reason as to why I've got this is because I was wanting a cheapest way of insulation. What I didn't realise is I was going to make YouTube videos, and it looks like I'm basically part of the space station. So I might need to actually spend maybe 50-60 quid and get, let's see, the camera goes up to, really, is here, up to here, really. I need to make sure that I actually get potentially 2 panels, so it just looks nicer for you guys and it just doesn't look like I'm part of a bunker and being a crazy person. But this is actually going, and we're simply going to stick it in here. Have I got anything to put in? Yes, I do. It says. So I have got plenty of void fill. Not a lot really. I got this as a bundle, and that actually has sold for $5.99, so I had nothing on it. And obviously the reasons to why I've got it like that, I've got my weighing scales, 0.5 kg, and let's put Disney, and as I said, okay, obviously watching this video for a while, you know that I don't mind spending a bit more on tape. But look at this, a shelf just for this, just for my masking tape, but just for the tape gun really. But I need to make sure that I put some screws on it, because at the moment in time it's literally a floating shelf. So that's gone. And also we've actually sold something from here. So this is the Avengers bundle. Obviously we have got Captain America from it, but what I did is I wanted to make sure that I parted everything out and made as much money as possible from it. So in fact I'll probably take everything out here. So it comes with a postcard. It comes with the Iron Man breakdown map. It comes with a game. It comes with this tiny little pin. This is the pin that's actually sold for $9.99, so I'm pleased with that. And I think it comes with a few other material here. So we've got Thor's hammer, we have Hulk, don't know what this one is, and this is just a clear empty box. So yeah, clear empty box really for us. And obviously we've got Captain America. We've already sold the Black Widow belt buckle for, I want to say 16 quid. So we're getting there to selling it. I'm hoping as the more Avengers stuff actually comes out, that my stuff starts selling. Actually doesn't look half bad up there, so I don't mind leaving it. But I need to make sure that my stock is ready and not just taken out every time really. So it's definitely some really cool stock, and I'm happy for it to be here at this moment in time. And obviously this is postable, yeah, the pin is postable. So I'm going to put it in a jiffy bag. It's going to go in a jiffy bag for us. If it was less than 0.5, I'd be able to sell it as a small letter, but unfortunately it is a large letter no matter what. So it's going as a large letter. It weighs less than 0.1, right? So it weighs less than 0.1, so let's put 0.1. It weighs less than that. And I'm simply going to go on Packlink Pro and actually get those posted. Everything else, some stuff I'm doing today, I'm trying to think. I have finished taking everything with a glue gun. I've got to have a look at my deals for level 60, so that's the big one to actually do today. I've not done that yet. So obviously, if you're watching me, a few times I might have mentioned that I've got my own Discord group where I actually provide deals for Amazon, and we do that daily, really. And it's always going to be capped to 60 people, but at the moment in time we've only got 16, yeah, so which is brilliant. And I must admit, I am in no rush whatsoever to actually fill those spots. Yeah, I want people to feel comfortable and getting as much as possible from it. So really pleased with those 16 members really there. But yeah, I've not got much to do. I think when it comes to the garage, stuff that I want to do is I think I'm going to drill a hole underneath here and make sure I can actually have that light coming through. So I've got a light here and also light on the other side for us. But it's starting to look a lot nicer for us as a garage. But I'm actually quite pleased for what I've been doing. Really for us. I've got some dead stock up there that needs to actually get sifted on eBay, but quite pleased with what I'm doing. We're liking my book corner, so I'm actually liking my book corner over there. A bit nicer, a bit neater. Really, I do need something in the back of that, so I'll get that sorted too. But yeah, so really stuff that you've got to see is before the end of the day, I need to make sure that I do my run. I need to make sure that I've uploaded my deals, so, and also I need to make sure that, what do I need to do? Edit the video. So I'm also going to show you the process of me editing the video. But that's it for now, guys. Yeah, continuing on. Right, guys, so the things I wanted to do today, I've actually have done. I'm quite happy, really. I had a few questions about my accountant. They've actually been able to respond to us straight away. I was able to do my RA trip, which was actually quite a decent one, and I think I've actually got quite enough content for a whole video. So chances are you've actually have seen a brief snippet, really, of me going to the store. I've got a lovely meal. I went out for a lovely meal with my wife. I went for a run. Stupidly, I didn't actually record the run for it, so I had a GoPro, but I think I actually didn't press play. So really what you've got is just at the end of me, just me absolutely out of breath. Because I did my 3K, I'm very slow. Basically, I'm that slow I actually run backwards. A lot of people will actually say. Yeah, had a nice little meal with my wife. It was quite good. Again, I'm not the best at actually, let's say, vlogging in public. I'm only just getting into. I mean, I'm happy with the GoPro. Just goes there. Okay, I'm quite tall, so a lot of people actually don't even register it sometimes. But I couldn't go in store, or say, for example, I'm in a pizza place and I say, hey guys, this is what I'm doing now, this is what I'm eating. I think this is not natural to us whatsoever. So this is why literally you've just got, and I'll put a snippet on my wife and just what the venue looks like, and I still was embarrassed even for those 10 seconds. I have made 3 FBA parcels, getting the work done. The leads for the group, I'm actually doing it as I'm watching TV today. So between about 8 and 10, I'm going to spend 2 hours making sure that I actually get as many deals as possible for the group. Really for us, that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you actually enjoy the day. That's usually what I actually do on my days off, really, because that's what it is, a day off really for us. I know a lot of people think Amazon is work, but for me it's just like, it's so enjoyable. Yeah, it's so enjoyable. And after 2 years of actually doing this, I know what I'm doing. I've not got the pressure now. A kid is not, a weight has been lifted off my shoulders from actually knowing that somebody else is also doing the finances for the business. I did order a Mac Mini, which is brilliant. I've gone for the 16 gigabyte model. But hope you enjoyed it, guys. And as always, keep thrifting.